Hello, and welcome to 90 Seconds of News by Grim Wanderer. As always, links for the stories that we're covering can be found at the end of the video and in the description on YouTube. Today is Sunday, the 11th of March, 2018, and our 90 Seconds of News starts now. China's parliament voted to amend their constitution, removing term limits and allowing President Xi to remain in office for life if he chooses to do so. The vote passed almost unanimously. Some suggest this is reflective of the fear that politicians and others in China have of angering Xi, as opposed to actually supporting his continuing consolidation of power. After the recent West Virginia teacher strike resulted in a victory for teachers and other public servants, workers in other states are looking to follow that example. CNN reports that teachers in Oklahoma and Arizona are signaling that they are prepared to walk out. And the UK's Guardian newspaper has an editorial that argues that this kind of protest, an open-ended strike as opposed to a single-day protest, is what is needed to oppose our current tide towards plutocracy, unrestrained capitalism, and nationalism. Martin Shkreli, and I know I'm not saying that name correctly, the so-called PHARMA bro, received a 7-year sentence for securities fraud and conspiracy. As part of his fraud, he sent fake account statements to investors, he had huge losses, and he illegally propped up the stock price of another company he founded. UK Chancellor Philip Hammond told the Andrew Marr Show that while the Tory austerity scheme will not be ending soon, quote, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, end quote. Hammond says that the national debt is starting to fall after 17 years. In his view, this is due to Tory austerity. That austerity program, however, has been running for about half of that time, but he argues the debt is still too high to increase public spending. Labour, however, pointed out that last year the UK had the lowest economic growth in the G7, that real wages are lower than 10 years ago, and that the deficit has merely been shifted onto the shoulders of the NHS, teachers, and local governments. And our 90 seconds is up. Before we go though, just a quick EDWARD-ITORIAL. The Republican Party has, at least since I was a child, painted themselves as the party of limited government, family values, and public morality. In the Trump era, however, they seem increasingly willing to pay no more than lip service to these values. And now, a new batch of candidates, empowered by Trump, such as a Nevada brothel owner, are pulling the GOP even further from their historic stance. And where in all of this are the voices of the religious right, voices that in the past have described Democratic leaders with such terms as godless, compulsive liar, and criminal. Despite Trump, his administration, his followers, and now his imitators matching that description substantially more accurately than many people the religious right have accused in the past, they're now quiet, complacent, complicit. At least, that's my opinion. But what do you think? Please continue this discussion and share your opinions and feedback in the comments below. And while you're at it, please consider liking and subscribing to both of my channels, 90 Seconds of News and Grim Wanderer. Thank you, and have a good day.